What's good, family? Listen, I just want to share with you something real quick. I don't really want to take up much of your time. It's just a word that I got this morning in my spirit, and I think, even though it's a note to self, it's something that I think everyone needs to hear and understand. And the word is this. I'll sum it up in this sentence. How should I put it? Deal with your past, or your past will deal with you. Why am I saying that? There's a lot of people that are achieving success and they're on the rise, and they're getting big in the public eye, and they're achieving so-called success, and business is doing well, and got loads of people that are on the come up and doing it in their own special way, their own unique way. Well, your enemy doesn't mind you rising. He doesn't mind you climbing. He doesn't mind you developing. He doesn't mind you succeeding. He doesn't mind that. Because as you climb, and as you succeed, and as you develop, your following increases. As you get famous, you get more fans. So he doesn't mind that. And the reason that he doesn't mind that is because it's better for him to lick you when you're at the top than it is for him to lick you when you're at the bottom. Because when he licks you when you're at the top, not only do you fall, but everyone else falls. You want to lick the head. If you hit the head, the whole body falls. So that's what happens. You're going through life and you're achieving all of these things, and you're getting all comfortable in yourself, and you're thinking, yeah, you've made it, you're doing your thing, and you even tell yourself, oh yeah, God is with you. You're achieving great things. But you gotta be mindful, you gotta be careful. There's been many a man that have risen, there's been many a man that have led and have done their thing, only for their past that they didn't deal with to come back and bite them in the backside and bring about their demise. I want to encourage someone that's on the rise, someone that's doing their thing, succeeding, developing. Please, I beg you, or if you have aspirations to achieve or to lead or to do great things, I beseech you, man, I beg you, please, deal with your past. If you got to speak to somebody, speak to somebody. If you got to take care of something, take care of something. You see, like when you don't deal with your past, it's like running up a debt and not dealing with it. At some point, the debt's going to resurface. Bailiff's going to be knocking on your door. It's going to have an adverse effect on your credit. Wow. Like, you need to deal with your past, or your past will deal with you. It will have some sort of effect on your future potential if you don't deal with it. I know people, and there's been many a famous person that has done their thing. They've led the people, only for it to come out that they did this back in the day. Whether it be some abuse scandal, whether it be not paying their taxes, whether it be infidelity, whatever it may be, there's all kind of things that are coming out. And you see, the enemy he'll stay quiet while you're on the rise, but once you get to the top, that's when everything comes out. All of a sudden now, this news comes out about your past and what you did, and rare. So my encouragement is just like, deal with your past, innit? Or your past will deal with you. Some won't accept your bid to reconcile. Whether they accept your apology or your act of reconciliation or whatever it may be, whether they accept it or not, it doesn't matter. It's something, at least you've done what you've had to do. The Bible says in Matthew 5, verse 23-24, is Jesus on the Sermon on the Mount, and he said that if you're going to bring something to the altar, offering to the altar, but you know that your brother has something against you, it's your responsibility to go to them and fix it up with them, like make it right with them. Like, you got to understand what that's saying. Like, if you know that someone has something against you, and you know that you've done someone wrong and they've got something against you, you may not even see it as a wrong, but you're aware that they're not friends with you, or you're aware that they've got something against you. You have a responsibility to go back and speak to them. The reason why, if you don't deal with them, if you don't speak to them, they will seek revenge. And because this thing has festered for so long, that revenge will come at a time that you don't want it to happen. It's better you deal with that now rather than deal with that when you're at a certain place, at a certain plateau, at a certain level, because it's hard to build a reputation, but it's easy to break one down. And you don't want to spend all this time like building up a reputation for yourself, building up credit for then somebody or something that you've not dealt with to bring it all crashing down. It only takes one thing for everything to come falling down. So that's just really my advice to anyone. Like, deal with your past, man. It's hard, it's difficult. I've had to do it, and I'm still yet to do it in other areas, but it's something you have to do. You have to deal with it, or that thing will come back on you. Because the mad thing is, in reflection on my own life, there's certain people that I know now, where I'm at now, that don't know about my past. But thanks be to God that I've dealt with some things in my past. I've dealt with my past. So if ever them things were to resurface to my new circle of people, to my new network of people that they didn't know about, because I've dealt with it, I'm able to talk to them about it. I'm not scared. I'm not panicking. I'm not paranoid that something's going to come out because I've already dealt with it. You understand what I'm saying? If anything, I've dealt with it so much that I'll probably bring it to the forefront before they even find out. This is the confidence that you have when you've dealt with your things. So that's just my advice. You get me? Deal with your past before your past deals with you.